Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wasteland. I would say welcome back because I actually started on another file, but I kind of junked that up, so we're going to pretend that one never happened. But as you can see, I have two boys and two girls, as things need to stay balanced, and we're all aesthetic. None of us can wear trinkets, but all of us get bonus perks. So, of course, I have myself, and we all have our own little backstories. I'm the Then we have a Hugabug, and then we have Cat, and then we have Potato. Tonic. So, let's get started. You will have to excuse me, I am still a little sick. Not sick enough not to record, but still sick enough to be tired. We're going to play on Seasoned. We're not going to play on Ranger or Supreme Jerk, because I doubt you want me to be cussing like the whole time. Remember to use your radio to contact HQ regular to gain field promotions. I will warn you that even though I have played Wasteland 2, I have not played Director's Cut. So if there's any changes, I don't know about them. Now I'll shut up and watch. You can watch the movie. Alright, if it keeps doing this, I'm just gonna press escape and skip all this mumbalo jumbalo. Only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. General Vargas.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain. or unavenged. Thank you, recruits.
There we go. Stiff bearded older man wearing a hard-worn ranger hat uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with the cane, but he is not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on his barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a desert ranger.
How did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
Happy to give him the opportunity, sir, but are you sure we're ready?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
The signal is a threat?
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
What are the repeater units, sir?
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
Alright, and where are these radio towers?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first.
Alright, fair enough. Do you think the logbook was stolen?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
Okay. And what's the mission?
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
Okay. Where is this area?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Radio tower. Fair enough.
There you go.
And you want us to call in?
Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
Alrighty, and when can we enter the Citadel, sir?
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
Alright, goodbye.
Good luck out there, recruits.
And bada boom, we start the game. Character. I will add maybe coordination. No. Add coordination, I get 1% chance. I can add luck, awareness. I can even add strength, get 1 extra action point. +1 action point, yep. Or maybe I can't. I'll just go with charisma. Since I need my leadership skill to be as far out as possible. I am level 1. Woo! I'm gonna get 5, so first things first. Don't know what these two are. Well, I'm not gonna do hard ass because we already got something like that. I'll do smart ass. And I guess I could do leadership. Or maybe toaster. Yeah, I'll do toaster. Toaster's a little bit more important. You'll understand why later, but toaster is definitely more important. Commit points. It's one of those things that it doesn't pay off right now because it's not going to be really worth it, but in the future it's going to pay off with some very nice things. It's one of those little things that like you're like that's stupid. Why would I ever do that about toasters? And then you see online and you're like, wow, why didn't I do that before? And perks, I'm honestly going to tell you, I have no idea how to get any of this. And then it's my logbook. Here's my inventory. So, sniper rifles should be in my first. I have the regular old hunting rifle. I hope it's reloaded. Yeah, it's reloaded. Alright. Bug. Reload your gun. You have a dinky ass M1. Yeah. Oh, right. Character. Let's see. We're going to add. We'll add awareness to you. Would you like to have it assigned? Yes. Did I get it assigned? Yeah. Alright. So we're going to go Animal Whisperer, handguns, and leave it at that. Commit. Because in a little while we're going to get one more skill point, and I'll probably do alarm disarming. Let's see. We will focus on field medic, and I guess surgeon for now. See, yeah, I guess technically with my next skill point that I get here, I can upgrade my shoddy guns. All right, potato. You are definitely getting another coordination point. Commit. You may not be the smartest in our group, but you're sure hell the toughest. So we're gonna go demolition, lockpicking, and next skill point will be bladed weapons, self-defense. Commit. Gotcha. Anybody have a perk already? Yeah, you have a perk already. Long arms. What does long arms do? Perk? Journalist requirement 8 bladed weapons. Times of great danger, you find yourself. Okay, I need a level 8 bladed weapons. What is long arm? I guess long arm would just let you, you know, do things from far away. I guess some things are just self-explanatory. Like, why do you need a friggin' definition? I mean, which one? Why do you need to be? Why does it need to be explained? Add the hotkey. Let's all get the hell out of Dodge. I'm still not gonna get used to that. Let's go over here. Oh, nobody has barter, do we? Shit. Kindly older woman in standard issue ranger garb. She seems occupied counting goods and organizing crates. Aside from the clothes, she's the picture of a loving grandmother. You could swear she smells of faintly of freshly baked cookies. Well, hello, recruits. Welcome to Solvig Sundries. Happy to trade whatever you like. An honor to make your acquaintance. Always nice to see a new face around here, and a pleasure. Sure, and a pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they head out in the big bad world. Nice to meet you, Solvig. Or so, can you outfit us? Well, essentials and stuff is as tough to find as they are. I can't give them away for free. Believe me, I wish I could. But we keep our prices as close to the cost we can for our rangers. You can stop by for the basics whenever you're in the area, and once you get clearance to enter the Citadel, you can get access to more valuable goods. You'll have to talk to Sergeant Melson about that when you get inside. What's Sergeant Melson like? Oh, he's a great friend, a great quartermaster. We'll all be eating sand and wiping with cactus flowers without him. Sounds painful. Well, thanks for the information. So, what you got to trade? I'm gonna take a couple sell a couple pipe bombs we got. You got something better for Genova Tonic. Something that doesn't require him to be so dinky in the battlefield. Wow, you have just enough to not be crappy in the battlefield, Tonic. And I will bid you adieu. Makeshift machete. Look at that shit. I'm not doing it. Just to tell you right now.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
Yeah. I was born at night, but not last night. Think I can diddle over here? Nothing? Let's take it all then. Let's come over here. Oh, yeah. But I'm gonna say this is optimized a lot better than the last Wasteland, where I could only get like 15 FPS. And I spoke too soon, I just got 16 FPS. Twiddle the diddle. Alright, give me a second. There gotta be a way to stop that going to wherever high skills, show weapon range, show selection circles, record bar text, record conversation text, blah blah blah, it's scrolling, camera follows squad. There we go. Turn that stuff off. I know I cuss a lot, but trust me, I'm not gonna have to cuss a lot on this game because this game does it for me. Just know there are gonna be a lot of F-bombs and everything dropping everywhere by everybody. Ooh, 30-06. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Everybody comes this way. Excuse me. They go. Anything else that I can dig up? Let's intrude into her privacy.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun. Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Babies? What, us?
Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens.
Gasman likes that.
Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time.
So General Vargas used to be called Snake? Snake.
Yep. He was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in, shit, a decade maybe?
And what happened to Hellraiser?
He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead, or AWOL, or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor. Scary as hell.
And where's Thrasher now?
You better call him Gilbert now. Hey,
Gilbert.
back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise. And he couldn't go out on patrol no more.
Cochise, I gotta remember that.
Any other commander would have handed him his walk-in papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it?
Alright, we saw you at Ace's funeral. You knew him well?
They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Farron Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise. Never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it.
I thought Ace was in trouble?
He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. But then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him?
Bye.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Sure, why not? Could always use an extra hand, right?
Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
Damn, she's level 7. Well, there's a difference. I don't think she was level 7 when you're on the regular Wasteland. I'm not going to pick up that cup. Ever. Ever. Fine, I'll be the one to pick up the fucking cup. Take it.
He headbutted you right in the butt.
Right in the butt. Alright. Well, before we go off, we gotta top off our canteens. And this is where we'll call it a day. I'll see you guys around. This is Boogeyman659, signing off.